Hello everyone, this is Chris, and time sure does fly when you can't join on the realm. Yeah, ever since the 1.17.30 update, I've not been able to log on to the realm, and usually I like to, film cosmic videos throughout the week to get as much done as I can, but as of right now, it's Friday, and this video is set to release Tuesday, so that already happens my time, and something that even happens my time even more is the fact that college work, schoolwork, has, piled up. You know that time, those times when, your teachers, all of them, give you schoolwork all at once, and, you really don't know what to do with, any free time, if you have any, and, yeah, that's basically what my current situation is. I have about maybe a third of the time as I usually do to make a cosmic video, which, might be even more fun than usual, and I really gotta fix this leak. Why is it still leaking up here? Anyways, to start this episode off, I noticed last episode there was this very suspicious looking character just, built right in the middle of the courtyard. Find the 2 hidden signs to claim your prize. Now, I've been told that these 2 signs are somewhere inside of my base, so I guess all we gotta do is find them. I wonder if it's Snap. I wonder if that means anything in terms of the location. Into ham, on the clock, hashtag banana, on pineapple cream, pizza cola. I'm not sure if any of the social medias I posted on that wall are gonna help me. And I think flying around my base might be a bad idea, but oh, there is sign of life. There is a dead spider around here that might mean that someone might have been around here somewhere. It's at least something rather than nothing. And look at this. Wait a minute. Is this 2744? Oh, is this one of the locations? Okay, I need to write that down, but 2744. Look at that, we're already off to a pretty good start. And all we gotta do is find this other one, and then we could go and claim this, mysterious prize. The only problem is that the other, secret is hidden somewhere inside my base, and for a guy who has such a large base, makes it very difficult to find hidden things that people place inside them, so this might take a while. I was looking around for crafting tables too, as well as this clue, and I saw this oak plank here, and look, there it is. There's the coordinates. There it is, 981. Finally, that took me like an hour to find that stupid clue, but finally. So 984. What was it? 2744 or something like that. Oh, that's actually really close, actually. It's actually not as far as I thought, so it's only probably right around where that village is, so that's kind of amazing that that's just over there. Yeah, pretty much just right around where this village is, and there's an anvil here. I didn't place that. That's not the thing, and oh, here it is, and unbreaking, fortune, complete it to get your Actua reward, good luck by What does this mean? What does this mean? Am I supposed to rebuild this village or something like that? Is that what he's trying to say? Oh wait, there's more. A challenge will be made in shopping district. I don't know what that means, but I guess it means fix up this one village to make it lively again. That's my only prediction I could think of. And you know what? I could give that a go. I could try and, I guess, upgrading this one village to make it actually lively again. The original plan was just to build over it, but maybe what we could have is sort of a mole man village, just underneath all the terrain that's going to be eventually built over it. Maybe we could do something like that, incorporate it into what our actual base will be. You know what? Screw it. Even if that's not the actual, thing he was trying to say, I am committed to actually trying to make this village alive, and actually, I guess sort of in a mole village or something like that. I think that would actually be quite a fun thing, because again, I was planning on doing things underneath here anyways, and what better thing to have maybe under here is what if this was like a village trading center too? What if we have sort of something like that? Actually, we're gonna have some villages and I guess a town above here, pretty much exactly where above this one village was, but we could do something like that. We could at least make this this one place, I guess, less dead than what it already is. Well, this is kind of surprising. There's a cat that's just stuck right in here, and it's just begging to get out. And I don't have any fish on me, or literally anywhere inside of my storage. You know, I enjoy Minecraft for the simpler things. Make my day and become my friend, little one. Yay, there we go, we got ourselves a cat now, too. And because people had such a brilliant idea for naming my dog Pig, I will leave it up to you guys again. Let me know what you think I should name this little guy down below in the comments. But alright, enough messing around with cats and for some reason gathering up cobwebs for whatever reason. Let's actually get to work. And my idea is, instead of doing, I guess, sort of a fixer-upper to these houses, I changed them up enough to make it its own style of thing. And in my mind, mole cities or civilizations don't use, mossy cobblestone or cobblestone, that much, at least in the builds, but instead they use something like, I don't know, stone bricks or something like that for the base of their houses. And my idea for every single building is I sort of don't want them to be too symmetrical. I want them to feel, I guess, just a little off, a little wonky on every single edge, which is why I'm going to try and make this thing seem wonky. It's going to be very difficult. It's going to be very hard to get that, to get the feel I want, but I'm going to try. Which kind of goes without saying. I mean, why wouldn't I try? Like, I'm already knee-deep in this. Why wouldn't I? Oh, and by the way, this doesn't really need saying, but, I guess because I really don't know the official, like, full design of this thing, I'm starting off with a smaller one just to get the general feel of this place. Alright, though, now it's time to try and get the wonk inside of this one build, which is always terrifying. I'm more of a symmetrical style guy. Don't look too much into my base, but for most builds and stuff, I'm very, very symmetrical, so this is really outside of my comfort zone right here. And while building this, DJ seems to have popped by to build a handcart with a baby pumpkin in it. Oh, is this sort of like a carriage for, like, little kids to ride in? Oh, that's cute, having little babies around here and having their parents watching over them. That is adorable. But in all seriousness, this actually does look pretty good, and I might have to hire this guy back over here every now and then to place things around the place. And with this, we now have the first building done. And if we come out and take a look, I like it. I like everything about it. I like how everything is just off by just a little bit right here. Now, I think most of the smaller buildings around the place should have a similar build palette to this, but I think some of the other ones, some of the slightly bigger ones, should have at least some other type of block around there. Otherwise, it's going to get extremely boring. But at least now we have a general idea as to what these buildings are going to look like. But of course, one singular building doesn't make an entire civilization of, let's call this place Moleman Mound. Yeah, that's catchy. That rolls off the tongue right there. But yeah, one building not gonna be enough to make an entire civilization. And while I would love to maybe time-lapse this to something like that, I feel like every single block I place, I always have to walk back and see, is this looking good? Is this looking good? So maybe a montage might be better than a time-lapse in this scenario. Hopefully, at least. If you look carefully, you might see that there's some lack of, building changes, and that's because these builds I made take so long to make. They literally take so long to make. They take so much brain power and so much, like, everything. But honestly, the way they turned out is just, I love it. I love the way it looks. I love how everything is just off, just by a little bit. And most of the interior isn't quite done yet. I've really only worked on the shell right now, but, for the shell itself. It does, I am actually pretty proud of them. I think my favorite one is this one where we have sort of 3 cubes going itself all the way up there. And the hardest one was easily this one barn right here, because instead of it being, I guess, layering itself up like these other builds, this one is just like sitting itself on one singular layer. So, yeah, really had to spend some time just like working inside of here and trying to figure it out, but I think it turned out okay, or at least good enough. Oh, and back here, because this is going to be, I guess, a mole style, I guess, civilization, I was starting to build up some terrain up here, but then I realized that it might be better if we had the whole, I guess, mountain built over this first before building some of this other terrain here, which is why it's not quite up to scale as some of the other terrain we built up there, but at least we have a general idea as to what that'll be like. And of course, whenever I get a little bit more time, I will come back here and work a lot more on this one civilization, but I think it's, we get a general idea as to what it'll eventually look like. And speaking of time, since I only have about 2 hours left or so before I need to get this video finished, why don't we simply just work on this pathway over here to get it all the way back down to the ground level over there. And you know, I say that this might not be too incredibly hard, but let me be honest, it's so hard going downhill. I know James has taught me that one trick the other day, but now that we have an actual thing that we're trying to, I guess, sort of avoid not messing up here, it makes it much more difficult. But in other news, Puffy says you're going down, Chris, which kind of gets me worried, like, unless I missed something in the chat here, but it's kind of worrying with his CTA or whatever time policing style thing. That kind of gets me just a little bit nervous as to what he means by that. Maybe he's talking about the fact that I'm literally going down with the fact that this pathway is going downhill, in which case then that's a big lie, because I'm literally just about to run out of cobblestone. I could have sworn I had more cobblestone around the place, but I apparently don't. I went all the way back to my starter house, and this is literally all the cobblestone I have here. I wonder if anyone's selling cobblestone around the place. Books and quills. We got some candles, which isn't cobblestone. Is there a way you could bone meal cobblestone to get more cobblestone? Because that'd be very handy. This shop looks promising. Okay, they're selling tough and cobblestone. Cobblestone, finally! 1 diamond per 4 sacks. That is not a bad deal at all. Or maybe it's a horrible deal and I'm getting completely, ripped off here. Either way, I need the cobblestone. Well, this is kind of surprising how all that cobblestone I just bought is gone. And I still have yet to reach the bottom of the floor. But if we walk up it, we could see that, yeah, this is a very long path. A very long path. So I think just having terrain and stuff wouldn't be too interesting, which is why we are going to have that town. And I think the length of this path already sort of solidifies my decision on making an above ground town as well as the underground town. So was this episode exactly what I envisioned it to be? Not exactly, no. I was planning on doing much more, but for the time I had, I think we did the best we could with what we had. Starting up this one town, improving it, and having the idea of, yeah, having an underground civilization. And I'm actually really looking forward to working on this more in the future. But yeah, for now, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all later.